Welcome back, Luminary, to your weekly business StarCast for the week of February 6th through the 12th. Welcome to the Savvy Luminary podcast, Astrology for Entrepreneurs. I'm your host, Leslie Tagorda, creator of the Astrobrand Method, business astrologer, brand designer, author, and Aquarius boss woman. I help visionary spiritual entrepreneurs and impact makers like you illuminate and amplify your unique star powers so you can be the luminary you were born to be. Okay, Luminary. Oh my goodness. We are in the second week of February, and I have a feeling that you've been tackling things on your to-do list, that things finally feel like they're moving ahead. We have all planets moving direct now all the way through April until Pluto starts to go retrograde. So for the next, 8-10 weeks, we are just like moving full speed ahead. Now, moving full speed ahead doesn't mean that we shouldn't be just going blindly forward. We need to be focusing on what we had intended on our last new moon. And as the moon is now gaining light with that focused intention, we should be now making way. The quote that I've picked for this week of February comes from Ralph Waldo Emerson, such a visionary and philosopher and poet. And he says, "An action is the perfection and publication of thought. A right action seems to fill the eye and to be related to all nature." So it's a time this week for you to see that your power has arrived, activated, and never been stronger. With Mercury meeting up with Pluto this week and all the planets also moving forward, things are speeding up just as you urge to take action. Seize the day. It's been waiting for you. Another thing that I'd like for you to seize is remember that next week, February 14th, we start Written in the Stars, our live version of our mini training, How to Read Your Natal Chart for Business, and getting a solid introduction into all of the aspects of your natal chart and how it applies into your work. If you're ready to use astrology in a strategic and practical way in your life, then this is the course for you. In this introductory training, Written in the Stars, we're going to be going over all of the basic tenets, the symbols for astrology to set you up for success in your work. Through the help of 5 modules and 2 bonus modules, you'll be able to view your chart holistically, not just as single ingredients in a list. You'll be able to understand and read the symbols in your chart and what they signify in your work. You'll be able to grasp the basics of zodiacal archetypes, house outlines, and aspects between the planets. And you'll be able to get an empowered view of your unique business positioning using your big 3, your sun, moon, and rising. Remember, this is an introductory glance at how to read your natal chart for business using my Astrobrand method. It's also a prerequisite for any of my advanced training and certification courses, like the Star Powered Position Intensive and my upcoming Astrobrand certification. So if you want to figure out what all the degrees, angles, aspects, houses, and planets, and all those signs mean, this is for you. If you want to overcome the fear mongering that your chart is detrimental or somehow bad, this is for you. And if you want to reframe your energies and your current astro wisdom to their highest potentials in your work, this is for you so that you can apply astrology in practical, strategic ways in your business identity, leadership, and work to reach your maximum potential without guessing or comparing. Please join me. I love teaching this course and joining with you in community. We start our live version beginning the week of February 14th through the 18th with daily Zoom office hours with me so I can answer all of your burning questions. 5 pre-recorded trainings and 2 bonus modules that are designed for about 30 minutes of work each day. A pop-up Facebook community of other like-minded spiritual entrepreneurs that we can grow and share insights all together. Please join me. Head over to thesavvyluminary.com/mini training. Okay, back to the astrology because there aren't that many aspects that are happening in this week, but on Tuesday and Friday we have a couple of shifts. So February 8th on that Tuesday, Mars Day, mark your calendars and be prepared to get a lot of things accomplished because it is a fast action day. On this day of Tuesday, all planets that, for all the way until April, again, I mentioned all planets are moving direct. And even on this 8th, even the lunar nodes, which usually move in retrograde, are moving forward. So the first thing that happens, we have our second quarter moon at Taurus of 19 degrees at 5:50 a.m. Pacific, 8:50 a.m. Eastern. So this Tuesday is really going to feel like we're starting the week off. It's going to be on this Tuesday. And the second quarter moon in Taurus is act steadily. Okay. Because we're going to have so much forward momentum, we are going to have to be really pragmatic and conscientious of what we want to take action on this week. Otherwise, we could feel really scattered. So, what new and consistent tasks can you strategize this week? It's the beginning of the week-long second quarter moon phase where the moon gains light from a quarter moon to full. With this waxing, it's perfect timing to grow into your goals and new moon intentions by taking action. You've done your planning and thinking, and now it's time to act. In Taurus and trining all the inner planets, the moon trining all the inner planets, Mercury, Venus, and Mars, all in Capricorn. They'll be there for a while. Plus transformational Pluto, also in Capricorn. The moon is reminding you that your most impactful and personal action is through practical, pragmatic, and steady tasks that allow for perseverance. You've done your prep work. Now you can take stable, strategic action. Not sure which direction to go? Trust your body to help you make your decisions. This will be especially supportive for Earth sign luminaries, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Later on that morning, Mars will be creating an exact trine with Uranus, even though we've been feeling this for a few days before. This happens at exactly 6:57 a.m. Pacific, 9:57 a.m. Eastern. For a few moments after that second quarter Taurus moon, Mars and Uranus get into an exact flow, adding to the momentum of the day. Mars and Uranus love to move quickly, yet with all this earthy energy, there is soundness that wants to be cultivated. Harness this power with steadiness. It may feel like a wild horse or kind of like an energetic earthquake with no rains. So Mars will be at Capricorn of 11 degrees, trining Uranus at Taurus at 11 degrees, especially activating again for our Earth sign luminaries, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Fast forward to February 11th, we have Mercury joining Pluto at 6:04 a.m. Pacific, 9:04 a.m. Eastern. Part 3 of this Mercury-Pluto connection where your words have power. Our third and final meetup for this cycle that initiated on December 29th and peaked on January 28th now comes into a culmination today on February 11th. Mercury, your ability to comprehend and communicate, and Pluto, your ability to transform and intensify, meet up for the third and final time this year with a clear, distilled, and powerful message. Your words have power. I've been talking about this for a while, really thinking about if you happen to say things that are self-deprecating, please, this is your last chance to check this because your words can manifest things. Over the course of this cycle, you were able to reevaluate what's important in your life and work to fashion your business in a new way, thanks to Venus's last retrograde that ended a couple of weeks ago. And now, over the course of the last few weeks, you're able to revise a possibility of the new future and catalyzing the effect of your work that you would like to have as you write that future for social change. With our Mercury retrograde that is now over, our new moon in Aquarius, all of those things are adding up. So now you have a clear understanding of how and what you want to transform. And it's time to put these thoughts to powerful words to call in your greater communities over your shared vision. If you haven't already figured out your brand vision, this is your time to keep on at it. Use these words as a manifesto and share them with whoever will listen. Keep this understanding close to your heart and at the root of all of your communications. You could skip this big ask, but what would you miss if you skipped it? Choose wisely. especially compelling for late cardinal signs of Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. There's not that much astrology going this week, gratefully. So it's time to just get a move on and be strategic and disciplined and steady with your actions. Rein everything in and you will go far. And of course, if you are super excited about using astrology in your business and want to gain deeper understandings of what all those symbols mean in your work, then sign up for Written in the Stars. We start live on my birthday, February 14th, and the second anniversary of this podcast. All right, head on over to thesavvyluminary.com/mini training. I'll see you there. Talk to you soon. If you love this podcast, please consider doing me a favor and heading over to Apple iTunes and leaving me a rating and review. Your rating and review helps this humble podcast get seen and found by more listeners like you. Please share the love.